All right, everybody, welcome back. We have Patrick Queen available for you. Just as a reminder, please state your name and affiliation before you ask your question, and with that, we'll open it up.
Patrick, Dave Ginsburg with the Associated Press. Looking forward to your, reunion with Joe Burrow, and could you tell us what kind of relationship you guys had at LSU?
It was a crazy relationship between us. As word got out, some things got heated sometimes, and that's just the competitor in both of us. And we're still good friends to this day. Joe's a great guy, great competitor. Day one when he came in, he went to work against all of us. So, I'm looking forward to this rematch.
Hey, Patrick.
No, go ahead.
Hey, Patrick. It's Daniel. Your son. Is there any sense of kind of great appreciation for where he's come from, kind of knowing you guys had a similar paths as late starters and kind of playing your way to first-round picks and now starters?
Yeah, Daniel, of course. Joe's a phenomenal athlete, phenomenal person. Came up. His story was very touching, because mine kind of relates to his. So I respect everything about him, his game, his attitude, his work ethic, everything that he does for the game and just for his family as well.
Hey, Patrick, this is from ESPN. Can you go a little bit more into when you say things, it was a kind of a crazy relationship, like what things went on? Is there any specific, for instance, between you guys?
Nah, it's typical football stuff. One person get heated, then stuff breaks out, and that's really all I could really want to say about that.
Patrick Smolka with Press Box. In a general sense, what would be your scouting report of Burrow to others? What does he do best?
Hi, Bo. Great quarterback. He's gonna stay in the pocket and try to throw the ball. He's gonna take a hit and keep playing. So I just look at it as like as many times as we can hit him, and try to get back to him and get some pressure on him because he's gonna stay in there. He's a great competitor, like I said. And we just gotta get after him.
I'm Jimena Lugo La Torre from Ravens Spanish Radio. Patrick Quinn, what have you learned about playing in the NFL after 4 games?
Just being more locked in mentally. Stuff kind of flashes by quick, and in college you could get away with it, being a good athlete and just making plays. But in the league, they'll make you pay for it. So one thing I learned is to be more locked in mentally.
Hey, Patrick. Todd Carper from SI. We were talking to John Harbaugh on Monday, and he said the biggest challenge for a young middle linebacker is sort of jumping back in coverage, especially in zone. What sort of challenges have you been presented, I guess, as far as coverage goes?
Just trusting what I'm being taught. Sometimes my eyes get me in trouble when I see a little candy floating around, but for the most part, just sticking to my keys and just trusting the defense, trusting where I'm dropping at, and just going to see the ball and get ball.
Hey, Patrick, it's Kirk from 98 Rock. You had a tough game against Kansas City, came out for a time. How important was it for you to bounce back strong against the Washington football team like you did?
That's me. That's my brand of football. I don't stay down for long. Coming from my story from college, the ups and downs, and just being able to prevail, and that's what I plan to do that game, and I'm just gonna try to keep that streak rolling and keep getting these wins.
Hey, Patrick, Ryan Mink from Ravens Media. Had you ever made a one-armed goal line stop like that? Can you talk about your hit that you had on the goal line?
Nah, that's my first time doing that, but I live for goal line. I love goal line. You're back against the wall, mano on mano. So, I just went in. We knew he was a jumper, so I timed it up perfectly and just got the arm in there and knocked him back.
Hey, Patrick, Sean Stepner, WMAR, ABC Baltimore. It's not only Burrow that you're going against, Mixon. What do you see out of Mixon? How much of a challenge is he?
Hi, Sean. Mixon's a great back, arguably top running back in the league right now. So, we got to come in, be physical, wrap up, drive our feet on the tackles, can run routes as well. So he's all around back, and it's gonna be a fun game. It's gonna get gritty, so I just can't wait.
Hey, Patrick, this is Childs Walker of the Baltimore Sun. You guys obviously you were playing in the biggest games possible on the college level at the end of last season. How much do you think that does ease the transition into the NFL? I mean, is it kind of a nice launching pad?
That's what we live by at LSU. Just competition every day. It's not just the games, but it's the practice field because we have the best of the best, and that's how we feel and that's how we look at it. So coming into this level, the expectations, the standards is really the same for me. That's why I come in every day. I go to work, and practice is just like LSU was. It's competition every day. So you can see that when we get on the field that everybody's locked in, everybody's doing their job, and we play physical football.
We'll do a couple more questions for Patrick.
Hey, Patrick.
It's Ryan Mink from Ravens Media again. You're a guy who I know has a lot of swagger and kind of pride yourself on that swagger. From what I read, Joe has a lot of swagger too. Kind of how did you guys who had more swagger out there on the practice field?
That's tough. I'm gonna go with me because I like to bring like a lot of energy to practice. Joe is more the guy like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and it's over with. And he'll go into practice, do his thing, dot it up, and that'll be it. And then I'll come in there, I'll be all hooping and hollering, doing everything I can just to get some energy into the practice and make some plays.
Hey, Patrick, this is Jameson from ESPN again. In the Kansas City game, when you came back into the fourth quarter, I thought I saw like John Harbaugh talk to you a little bit before you went back into the game. Do you remember what he said to you before you went back in there?
Just lock in. That's it. Just refocus up, go out there and do what I do.
Hey, Patrick, this is Aaron Kasnitz at Penn Live. You mentioned moving on from that Chiefs game, but was there anything specific in the film room or that a coach told you in that week after that you stuck with and you kind of learned took as a learning point?
Just trust what I'm being taught, really. It's stuff that, we could control on that game and we didn't, and we paid for it. So, here on out, just trusting what the coach is teaching me and just playing ball.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much, Patrick, for being here with us. We really appreciate it. To the media, we'll send you to breakout rooms and bring you back in with our next available.